Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to talk to you about the project that I've been recently working on, a project that we have called METODE. This is a project about anonymity, privacy, and censorship on the internet. Actually, these features are features that most of people in Western societies take for granted when they navigate in the internet. But however, as we will see, they are difficult to achieve. To begin my presentation, I would like to state two facts to show you the importance of the research in this field. The first fact is that we know that 1.72 billion people are affected by internet censorship on any given day. And the second fact is that 61% of internet users live in countries where criticism of the government and military are subject to censorship. And now, I would like to show you why it is difficult to preserve anonymity online. I would like to do it using some schemas. And in these schemas, I'm going to use the image of this girl to represent a normal internet user. By normal, I mean somebody chatting with her family and friends, posting images of cats on Facebook, etc. And then I'll use the image of the girl playing the drums when I want to represent a user trying to send some sensitive information. For example, sending some personal data on the email, or the example that I'm going to use through the presentation, trying to do some post of some political opinion anonymously. Actually, to make it more obvious, I'm going to paint her in red. So here, we can see a representation of lots of users connected through the same internet service provider, which is basically the company that gives us access to the internet. So when one of them wants to publish a political opinion on the internet anonymously, one approach could be, OK, I'm going to open a new Twitter account with a fake name. That might work for the rest of the users, because if she doesn't tell me which one is this account, I won't know that she is behind it. But for the internet service provider, or for Twitter, she looks like that, because besides the name that she might give when she registers to the service, there are many more data that comes with every message that we send, like the IP address, that we can point to the user that is posting the information. Actually, someone that is doing that and thinks that she will really be anonymous, it's a little bit like kids hiding. That the only one that thinks it's hidden, it's the kid, but he is visible for the rest of us. And actually, that's what happened to the first person that I want to introduce you today. The journalist Joshua James Carter. I don't know if you know him, but he is a journalist that was working in the Middle East some years ago. And one of the things that he was doing was taking pictures and gathering data about the government and publishing it in an online account in Twitter with a fake name. What happened was that the government pressured the internet service provider and localized him, and he got imprisoned in 2018. Now the question is, what would I have done if I were him? What I would have done is connecting through Tor. Tor is a cryptographic protocol that one of the things that he does, the protocol, is gathering the users in groups. And every time that a user sends a message, all the messages with the other users get mixed. And then if you post anything and that needs to be secret, nobody can know who sent the message, because all the messages are tangled. This is a little bit the Where's Wally approach. When you have so much information together, it creates a chaos that tries to find the person playing the drums. It's there. So as you can see, this approach can work for journalists, whistleblowers, political activists that want to send information anonymously. But when we provide full anonymity to anybody, we can find people trying to do other things. And here it's where I want to introduce a second person, Ross William Ulbricht, alias Dread Pirate Robert. As you can imagine, he's not known for being a brilliant physicist, but he's known because he created a website called the Silk Road. The Silk Road was a website similar to Amazon that you could access just through Tor, in what we called the dark web. In this type of websites, the typical products that you find are mainly illegal drugs, then prescription drugs, and then there are some other non-drug activities, like fake money, credit card data, fake IDs, hacking services, and worse things. So then it's when our research question came into mind. Would it be possible to have protocols like Tor to communicate anonymously, but at the same time avoid sites like that? And we started working in the project that we call Mechanism and Toolkit to enhance accountability and privacy in decentralized communications, or METODE. Currently, the project is very young, and I'm the only researcher from the KISON research group working on it. However, I believe that this is a very multidisciplinary project, and I encourage any of you to contact me and collaborate in the project. I'll try to explain to you the approach that we want to take. The idea is to use blockchain technology to create decentralized identities, and threshold cryptography to create revocable anonymity, in a way that we could create groups of users, and each group would sign a manifest. A manifest is basically a set of rules that would say what the group can do and what the group cannot do. And then, every time that anyone from a group communicates, it would be like I explained you in Tor, that all the messages would be mixed and you would not know who sent what. But as well, we want to propose some protocols that if a user from the group misbehaves and posts something that goes against the rules of the group, then other members of the group can cooperate and de-anonymize the publisher. In this way, we expect to achieve 4 outcomes. First, to enhance freedom of speech. Second, to reduce offensive content on the dark web. Third, to increase accountability of publications. And fourth, provide open source tools with the protocols that we propose. And finally, to finish my presentation, I would like to confess one thing, that I lied to you. I lied to you because actually, Joshua James Carter does not exist. But I did not create him to make an impact on you. I created him because actually, in 2018, 250 journalists were imprisoned, and I didn't want to choose any of their names. Thank you very much for your attention, and I encourage you again to contact me if you are interested in the project or you want to collaborate. Thank you.